I'm going to guide you from having stainless to a really broken spec in a universal time. But first, let's understand how to level up fast stands and specs. First, we will start with the keys. As you can see, they all appear in here. We have M1s, F to block, E to barge, and more. Something you might notice later is that when you level up your stand or your spec, you will receive more moves later on for your stand or your spec, and there are many. But before you run to level up, there is something you must know. Each stand or spec you get has its own unique level. So for example, if you will level up Made in Heaven, only Made in Heaven will have his own levels. So if you will try to use different stand, the levels will reset to 0. Every stand or spec is basically a single slot that each has its own personal stuff saved. There are two different ways to level up, so just pick one you think is easier. The first way to level up is basically to sell items to the Black Marketeer that is located in 3 different spawns in the West Park. I will show you in the screen. The items you sell to the Black Marketeer, they are the items you get from the chests after killing random NPCs across the map. You must open them all to get the items. After you sold your items to the Black Marketeer, you need to go to the ability banner to spin for shards with the US coins you got from the Black Marketeer. The shards you get have rarity that each can give you more XP the more rare they are. Then, you need to go back to the Black Marketeer to sell your shards for levels. The second way is simple but might be as hard as the first way. You basically need to kill NPCs that match your level, and after gaining some XP you can go to the desert to farm kill the NPCs there. They give massive XP, but it's way harder to kill them, so you might need a few attempts. When you level up, you must upgrade your stats. You only need to click M, then ability, then you can see your stats. You can choose whatever you want to upgrade, but I will recommend you to put all of your points only on attack. There are also ranks that apply to all stands and specs. I think that after you reach maximum level, which is 200, you can apply a rank to your stand or spec and it will reset your level to 0. Don't worry, when you ascend something, your abilities becomes more stronger and you gain XP faster every time you ascend your stand. Every 25 levels, a trait will appear in the top of your screen. If you won't click the trait, the game will block you from trading or opening the menu in general. Every trait has its rarity and each trait gives you specific boosts or buffs to your stand or your spec. The more rare the trait is, the better the buff. The only NPC that is related to traits is the trait reroller, and he basically reroll trait. After we learn how to level up, now we need to know how to get a stand, and that's really simple. You need to find a meteor and claim it. He will give you an arrow that you need to use on your standless, and then you can get a stand. To get a spec, it's a bit complicated, because each spec has its own unique obtainment. I have a video in the bio that tells you how to get each, so go watch it. To remove a stand or a spec, you must go to Pucci in the East Riverside Park, talk to him, and pick Give Me Standless. If your inventory is full, you can delete a stand or a spec from your inventory. You do want to try to get mounts as soon as possible because nobody wants to just run across the map. To get basic mounts, you need to go to the West Station to the Game Mode podiums. And then you can buy 2 mounts. One is the bike that costs 100k U shards and the hoverboard for 250 U shards. All the other mounts are from either codes or just cost U points that are more harder to get. There are 4 types of currencies in AUT: U coins, U shards, U points and U fragments. Wait, before we continue, I know you're probably not subscribed yet, so don't forget to subscribe and like this video. You can obtain new coins by completing quests and achievements, defeating raid bosses or by opening loot crates. To get U shards, you need to complete quests and achievements again or sell items to the Black Marketeer. U points and U fragments are bought with Robux, so it's your choice. And then you have the settings. We have the gameplay section, we have display hitboxes, which you can turn on if you're comfy with seeing your hitbox. This is usually better for PvP rather than anything else. And then we have the video section, you have shadows, effects quality, and camera shake. Camera shake is basically when your camera goes like... and audio for your fitting. About the skins. To get a skin, it's easier to just use stand arrow over and over again until you get a skin, or you can just buy a skin crates for U shards. To buy skin crates, you need to open the shop and click crates. The top section is where you buy the crate. Everything is random when you open skin crates, so specific stand is not guaranteed. You can click the items line to check the percent of each skin and its name. And you can also use game codes by clicking miscellaneous section and typing down the code the game gives. If you are already experienced player, I would recommend you to use the next specs for farming that has wide range attacks, like Sukuno Domain, Gojo Max Purple, Gear 5 and I Am Atomic, which is Sid. So let's say you are level 0 and you got your stand and you want to start getting characters. The best spec I would recommend you is Hakibuso. You can obtain him by finding Agent Bon behind a building in the airport. He will give you a mission to kill 100 pirates and the Kuro boss that is located in the Syrup village. To spawn the Kuro boss, you need to go to the West Park and talk to Valkyr. Pick Save the Village quest and go back to the basketball court. Go to Kuma and select Syrup village. And I forgot to mention, you need to obtain Kuma's book that is dropped from Rare Crate in order to make Kuma teleport to you. Then go to Usopp and he will spawn Kuro boss that now you can fight. When you will finish the mission, you will get Haki. Haki has some great moves like boosting damage or taking no damage on hit mode. If you got your character max level or at least above 100, the best way to earn money is through the Boundless Tower game mode. In the main menu, click on the play button and then click game modes. Then you will be teleported to the game modes menu. Click game modes again and select Boundless Tower. You can choose to invite your friends or either play solo. Click on queue, then you will get the option to select your stand or your spec. Pick only the one that has the maximum level and the highest rank developed. The more you will win, the more money you will get. Boundless Tower is the best game mode to earn U coins, XP and also U shards. It works on infinity mode, which means you can't win but just to stay alive for as many times as possible. Every 10 waves it gets progressively difficult and the NPCs gets stronger. I would suggest you to use Gojo with Thumb Rate or Reaper. Basically all the stands and specs that got iframe moves that can attack multiple NPCs, aka AoE moves. It is preferred to do the Boundless Tower with friends, because it can be really hard to do this game on alone, especially if you just started the game and you want someone to carry you. That is everything a new player needs to go from noob to pro in a universal time. Stick to these tips and you'll progress way faster than most beginners. If you think I missed a beginner tip in this video and you think it's important, drop it in the comments. There are many